Following presentation of the NBA.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started.
They gon' know me as legendary. You in the stands, I ain't need no commentary. If you the competition, you gon' get buried.
A Sunday afternoon with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. In a moment here to see the standings for the Eastern Conference. And you know, guys, some interesting stories have unfolded here as we move through the middle of the season. You look at Detroit. This hasn't been the kind of year they envisioned. Time running out.
And right now for the Pistons, they've had such a disappointing season. Even when they've gotten a little bit of momentum, they haven't been able to keep it going.
No, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating to everyone. The players, the coaches, the fans. I mean, there was the idea that they might struggle, but now reality is setting in.
And with pregame...
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Mikkel...
You do. And you're a great competitor. D.A., it is an honor to be on this broadcast with you each and every game. And certainly Bridges one to watch. D.A., thanks. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Up and forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. And for the Pistons, Sadiq Bey is out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then it's Hamidou Diallo. Then there's Hayes, and it's Cunningham in at the point guard position. And the NBA, with the long regular season, as we all know, are there things, Chris, that can make the season seem even longer or shorter for that matter?
Well, it depends. Are you losing? Are you winning? Are you not seeing eye to eye? That's when the season really can drag on. When you're winning, like the cliche says, time flies when you're having fun. It's true.
Here's Paul, and there's the drive. They get it back, and that one's good, Ayton. And it's Detroit's ball. It's a 5-point game. The Suns beat them last time these two teams met in Phoenix.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
Yeah, and they can't afford a repeat of that. They need a lot more minutes out of their core group tonight.
Paul passes to Booker. And just about a minute into the first quarter. And yes, it's good.
The quick, clean shot there from Booker. Strong mechanics give him great accuracy.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Clearly a foul. It's
his first trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both free throws. Suns have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Paul. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Ayton is a player who, Greg, occasionally shoots a 3, but it's still a developing part of his game.
Yeah, you know, not the best numbers from outside. Does it to keep teams honest, but it's a far-fetched to say he can stretch a defense.
So it's Phoenix now, following the bucket by the Pistons. Buries the long-range jumper.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Hayes finds Bey. Shot from 12. And there's another one for the Pistons.
That type of D, that's not going to get it done. I mean, they can't be giving up those kinds of shots.
Oh, Ayton in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Seeing the floor well. Paul is fantastic at noticing when the defense is overcommitted.
Pass to Cunningham. Or the 3. Drills the three-pointer. Cunningham's got 5 points so far.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Stewart against Paul. And Ayton the bucket on the assist by Paul. He's got 8.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Stewart against Ayton. Stewart kicks to Cunningham. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Paul. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Cunningham with it. Working on Booker. Bay. Here's Stewart. And the rejection by Ayton.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
Good.
Just like butter. The finger roll is all about the feel. He's got plenty of that.
Now here's Booker. 8 points for him. Got a hand on it. Phoenix grabs the miss.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Bridges misses. Pistons trail by 3. Diallo inside. He's against Bridges. Shot good by Diallo.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Suns have gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Booker the pass to Paul. And stolen by Diallo. Paul against Stewart. There's the pass to Diallo. Back to Stewart. There's ball movement by Detroit. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. For Detroit, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. That one drops. He ties it up. And the Suns here with a different look. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jay Crowder. Johnson comes in for Bridges. Landry Shamit's checked in for Booker. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Chris Paul. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Johnson kicks to Payne. Dishes it to McGee. Shoots over Lyles. Offensive rebound. And it goes down 2 points.
See, this is why JaVale McGee is out here. When he hustles like this, his coaches and teammates notice.
Outside Jackson. Lyles inside. He's covered by Shamet. It's good.
This guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Payne passes to Ayton. Here is McGee. Out to Payne. It's deflected. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Left side Jackson. Outside Joseph. The tray. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Now, here's Shamet. Guarded by Jackson. Payne dishes to Ayton. Passes it to Shamet. Off target from three-point range. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. The Pistons on top, leading by just 1. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K. And regarded as one of the best leaders in the game today, Chris Paul opening about how his team works together.
With anything, whether it's business.
And with this younger team, it's got to be easier for Chris Paul to lead as that elder statesman.
Yeah, at times in the past, veteran teammates didn't appreciate his constant input. Credit these younger guys, though, for soaking it in.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Detroit?
They've been effectively aggressive here in the first half, driving to the hoop with authority and getting a lot of their points right at the rim.
Yeah, also something I like, out of them so far. They're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. Setting the floor for the Suns. They've got Cameron Johnson. Landry Shamet is out there with Payne, and there's JaVale McGee. And it's Ayton in at the power forward. You know a thing or two about being a floor general. It's no longer just a traditional guard role.
Not at all. Now there are point forwards, even point centers, and an offense doesn't have to run through the backcourt anymore. You look at guys like LeBron and Jokic, it's a different game.
Mikal Bridges checked in for the Suns. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the three-point shot of Mikal Bridges seemed to abandon him early in his NBA career. Coach Monty Williams said he developed a hitch in his release. Bridges got in the lab with the coaching staff, changing his shot midway through season 2. The results speak for themselves. Guys?
He had a career year shooting, that's for sure. I admire his work ethic. B.A., thank you.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Detroit shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. McGee's got 6 points.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. And Josh Jackson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Pistons making a change here. Lee's checked in. Pass to McGee. Back to Payne. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Looking now at some numbers for Hamidou Diallo.
The most positive thing about his last 10 games, the work on defense. His mindset has become very aggressive. The steals are up, and he's becoming a big factor on the defensive end.
Stewart checked in for Detroit. Diallo comes in for Josh Jackson. And Phoenix also making a switch. Booker, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. Pass to Jackson. In the corner, it's Diallo. Here he goes. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Payne. That's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. And we have a moment to take a look at the best three-point shooting teams in the NBA. The Suns 5th.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
Hayes, he's checked in for Frank Jackson. And then for Phoenix, Jay Crowder comes in for Johnson. And Chris Paul subbed in for Payne. So for the Pistons, their last game, a win against the Raptors.
And you know, Booker might have been a volume shooter, at least early in his career, but now he's a legit #1 option for an offense. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Ball against Lee. Yep, it goes. And the Piston lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Chris Paul.
So crafty inside. Paul's been successful for many years at challenging the heart of your defense.
Diallo gets to Lee. Here's Lyles, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Lyles got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
McGee, the pass to Paul. Back to McGee. 5 to shoot. No good from Booker. And Greg, the efficiency for Booker has grown over the years.
And no longer forcing shots. Takes what's available to him, and I believe he can be the leading scorer on a championship caliber team.
Hayes, no good. Suns trail by 5. Bridges outside. He dishes it to McGee. Knocks it loose and stolen by Diallo. He lobs it up, stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And there is a whistle. That goes on Hamidou Diallo. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Pistons, Bay comes in for Lyles, and it's Cunningham in for Lee. Andre Ayton's checked in for the Suns. Ball looking over the floor. Here's Ayton. Rebound by the Pistons. Stewart's got 5 rebounds tonight. Hayes the pass to Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Booker finds Paul. It's the mark, and it's Crowder laying it in.
Nice work offensively, and Crowder caps it off inside.
Pistons leading by 5. Cunningham with it. He's picked up by Paul. Out to the right wing. Here's Bay. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Suns trail by 7. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Booker with it. 35 points for him last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And it was the little things, too. I mean, getting to the line, finding ways to get his points any way possible.
Cunningham's shot is off. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. That will be the 4th of the string of 5 played on the road. It's good, and the Piston lead is cut down to just 3 on the basket from Chris Paul.
Well, you got to know, this is where Paul loves to score, confident from medium range.
In the corner, it's Diallo. High post Stewart. Takes a 3. No good on the last second attempt there. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Pistons lead by 3. And now...
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, hot start, cool finish. What happened out there?
Well, we came out with a lot of energy, but in the second quarter it died down a little bit. You know, it's real... Everybody's very excited. You know, our team's excited, their team's excited, officials excited, you know what I mean? So we just...
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets under.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. And so far, they're out in front.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. But kind of like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Pistons leading by 3. We've got Isaiah Stewart. Cunningham is out there with Hayes. Then it's Hamidou Diallo. And it's Bay in at the 4. That's the group for Detroit right now. Here's Cunningham. No good from outside.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Over in the corner, Paul. And the foul called on Killian Hayes. That is his first foul of the game. Booker outside. That shot, no good. And Detroit the other way now. Diallo the pass to Bay. Here's Hayes. Stewart trying to get open. The shot's good from Hayes. Hayes has got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Pistons. Paul passes to Crowder. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Diallo. Banked in off the glass. Now it's a 7-point Piston lead.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Booker looking around. Shot clock at 6. Phoenix no good that time either.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far. They're not playing with much intensity.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
They came out the locker room refreshed. I mean, they've been the stronger team since halftime, no doubt.
And they'll get another chance. Bridges kicks to Paul. Second chance shot. Rebound by the Pistons.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
And with Chris Paul, he makes this team work. Gets the most out of his teammates and has done that wherever he's played.
Oh, and then jammed by Ayton.
And look at Ayton get up there. Have to enjoy watching the big man getting tricky with it.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile 1 block?
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Lyles checked in for Bay. Jackson comes in for Diallo. Jackson, he's checked in for Hayes. Saban Lee subbed in for Cunningham. As you said, Paul's teams often overachieve in the standings.
People still underestimate his impact. Sets up and improves his guys as well as anyone. And he's the engine to this whole operation. Up and over the defender with one hand. Outstanding.
Oh, yeah. Looked like the D had a good chance to cut him off until he made his move right to the hoop. Pistons have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. Free throws good, Lyle. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Shamet with it, Lyles there. Ayton trying to break free, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Detroit leading by 7. Lee outside. Jackson up top. He's covered by Shamet. Lee passes to Lyles. McGee with the block.
When we mentioned McGee's outstanding length, well, there, you saw what he did. He used that to swat the shot.
There's Shamet, and no good that time. And the Pistons now going the other way. There's Lee with the 3. Detroit, no good that time either. Suns trail by 7. Driving to the basket. Changes up. Kicks it out to Johnson. Hands it from downtown.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
And the Suns making a change here. Crowder's checked in. The 3 from Joseph. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Joseph's got his first 3 points of the game.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
McGee finds Payne. Kicks it out to Johnson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
A minute 50 left to play here in the third. Back to Jackson. He tries for 3. Another 3 for Detroit.
And Jackson with the quick release. Once the ball hits his hands, he's ready to let it fly.
Payne dishes to McGee. Payne passes to Crowder. To the middle, here's McGee. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. McGee's got 8 points.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And so here's Phoenix, trailing by 10. Payne kicks to Johnson. The pass to McGee. He's looking for Payne and finds him. On the wing, Johnson. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Shot by Joseph, no good. Suns trail by 8. Here's Shamet. No good on the 3.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit...
Jackson, there was no finesse on that one. Superb athlete who likes to punish the rim.
There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Jackson passes to Joseph. McGee with the block. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. The Suns making a switch here. There's 14 seconds left here in the third quarter. Cunningham passes to Stewart. 4 on the clock. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Offensive rebound. For Detroit, they have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. Free throw good, Stewart. And so Stewart nails both of them. And so is Detroit with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We come back right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA's headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big men. That was just a beautiful pass.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. A star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Johnson in at the center position. Suns trail by 10. Crowder, the pass to Paul, and that one drops.
Some great awareness being shown by Crowder. Spotted the open man and made a fantastic dish.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Passes to Bay. Jay Crowder pulls it in. The Suns shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Here's Booker. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And love how fearless Booker can be. Even the foul doesn't deter him from finishing off his business.
Ayton, he's checked in for Johnson. Detroit leading by 5. Here's Hayes. Good work defensively by Paul.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's falling here since.
Cunningham passes to Stewart. He kicks it to Hayes. It's up a 3. Crowder pulls it in. Suns trail by 5. Booker in the corner. Sinks the triple. Booker's got 6 in the quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Cunningham passes to Diallo. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. And the shot goes in.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
The Suns have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Ball finds Bridges. Here's Ayton. Almost, but it rolls out. Pistons leading by 4. Here's Cunningham. Pass to Bay. Into the lane. And Cunningham with the slam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That'll be his second foul of the game. Bridges dishes the ball over Cunningham, and that one hits back iron.
They know they can't give him that shot. The D's all over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
Stewart kicks to Hayes. Stewart passes to Hayes. From past the arc. Detroit getting another chance here. Tries again. Pass to Cunningham. 6 to shoot. The 3. Stewart trying to get open. Cunningham gets the bucket. And now it's a 9-point Piston lead.
That gives them 2 3-pointers for the game. 1 in each half. I mean, you may add to that total pretty soon.
Crowder inside. He's defended by Bay. And they get it. Rebound, Detroit. Now the pass to Diallo. Over Bridges. Cunningham. Great positioning on the putback. Cunningham's got the lead up to 11 now for the Pistons.
Yeah, just a terrific job of just staying with it. Nice.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The drive by Booker and the dunk by Booker.
Excellent footwork there. Booker so tricky on the drive. You can't predict what he's going to do.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Isaiah Stewart.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Guys, I was able to listen in on what Dwayne Casey went over with his team. His demeanor was not one of the coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. We'll see if they were listening, guys.
All right, David, thanks. Cunningham with it. He's guarded by Booker.
And he just punishes the D from falling asleep at the wheel.
A little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Oh, well, listen, guys, that was great work, making them pay for the laps on defense.
Here's Booker. Ayton trying to break free. Can't connect from 13 feet out. To the inside. Bay finds Hayes. Now here's Cunningham. He's tightly guarded. And the layup's good off the glass. And now it's an 11-point Piston lead.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Booker dishes to Crowder. Unable to get that one. The Pistons go the other way with it.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Detroit.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but you did say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep. And that has to be a relief. And what a huge standout performance it was
for Cade Cunningham.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
Here's Booker, and he drives in. It's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stewart. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth. Bridges, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Diallo. The dish to Cunningham. Pass to Bay. Lays it up off the glass. And the Pistons lead by 13.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You can tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
They grabbed their own miss, and that one's good.
And a strong showing of physical strength there from Ayton. Defenders have their hands full when he's around the rim.
Now Cunningham. Launches it. No good. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor. Completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester. And that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.